Hi, so I'm Jamie Jolly. I'm the designer of Oathsworn, and we're from Shadowborne Games, and it's our first time at Gen Con, so we're very excited. We're bringing our flagship game to show to people this week. This is it's called Oathsworn, and it's like a grand legacy game. It's one of the most ambitious games of the year. For 2.5 years, we have been putting this game together with a team of 25 people from 8 different time zones, just trying to get this thing made. It's to give you an example of how it plays, this is like a choose your own adventure game in a bit, but this is a board gamer's version of that. So it works. There's a team of 7 writers making a 200,000 word epic fantasy adult novel that takes you through the story of the 3 companies. That's these guys here, and the Oathsworn. And so what you're doing is you are kind of a bit like Dutch's team from Predator, right? You're the best that mankind's got, but you're fighting monsters like this. And so what you're trying to do is you're trying to hunt these monsters around a story map. And you go through this thing and you're learning about the world, and we actually have a companion app that goes with this, and that's being narrated by James Cosmo, who's Lord Commander Mormont from Game of Thrones.
Oh wow,
he reads the story to this beautiful grim dark voice, and we go through the things. You kind of go through here unlocking allies, and you add combat tokens and stuff, and basically you're hunting the monster, and eventually you find the monster, and then it comes down onto the encounter board where you try and have this great AI fight. So you've got AI decks and special abilities, unique mechanics for each one, and so you're fighting a different monster every week, having a really epic AAA experience. So we call this an artisanal game, because in every way we tried to hit this super high bar for quality. So yeah, it's got this beautiful artwork done by Don John Liu and Dong Bao Liu. They're 2 Weta Workshop artists, and
nice.
They work for Tencent as well. So they do some absolutely amazing artwork. I don't know if you can see the artwork. I'll show you this. This is one of our characters. This here is the Ursus Warbear, and yeah, he's one of the 3 company members. And we've got a whole bunch of unique mechanics that go with this game. So I think we've got 3. I think I can say to you. So first of all, we've got the actual board gamers sort of choose your own adventure game, the game book mechanic with the maps, where you traverse these maps taking tokens, and you basically as you move around the map, the tokens get moved onto a time track, and you're trying to, in a race against time, to hunt this monster before terrible things happen. Then on the actual combat side of things, we have a push your luck exploding card or dice system. So you can resolve combat with cards, or you can resolve them with dice. And when you play the game, you don't get told how many dice to roll. You can choose how many dice to roll. But the rub is, if you ever roll 2 blanks, the entire thing misses. And so you always have to choose how hard you're going to swing that axe into that monster, right? Okay. And then on top of that, we've got something called the battleflow system, where the cards, when they go on cooldown, they go around your board at these cooldown positions, and whenever you put a card down, it pushes the other cards around the board. So you're trying to push these cards back into your hand to be able to use them again, to represent this feeling of keeping breathing, keep moving, keep the momentum up until the job's done. So you're fighting these pretty grim situations, and yeah. Colloquially, these 3 company members are called 60 seconders, because that's how long a new 3 company member survives first contact with a monster. So yeah, if you do survive it, they tend to become these grim, grizzled veterans, and yeah, that's the game you're on. You're fighting as a 3 company, going through this epic AAA story. We really cared about the story here. We spent a year world building before we even started designing the game, just to kind of make this world that people want to be inside. And so really, we've made I think it's the first epic story, like a proper, it's a 200,000 word story, but it's a game. It's not a thing, and so we can actually play through this thing. So it's quite exciting. But anyway, we're coming to Kickstarter in October the 8th, and yeah, we're going to have a standee version and a miniatures version of the game.
Awesome.
And yeah, pretty excited.
Very cool. Very cool.
Thank you.
So it's coming in October, and do you? And you said it's going to have an app. I guess we'll find out about the different tiers once that time comes.
So what you're going to have is the standee version. We'll keep it at sub $100.
Oh, okay.
So not unlike some of the other bigger games. But the miniatures version will be more than $100. We can say that now. But what will happen is, as you travel through this map, right, you move through the story, and eventually you get to a point in the story where the story says open box 6, and there's a separate miniature box, a mystery box that's this big. You open the mystery box, and inside the mystery box is all these other mystery boxes, and you take number 6 out, you open it up, and then she pops out. There's your monster. And so every time you come to a new encounter, you're not fighting her again, you're fighting new monsters each time. So it's a legacy game where the miniatures are the legacy things, like when it comes out. So you're on the hunt to try to work out what it is you're going to be fighting today.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.